Good evening and welcome back to Bugs' DCS Cruise. Tonight, we're going to take a break from getting shot at for a little bit, and we're going to fly one of the other airplanes that were on our other side of our airfield when we did the hangar tour. So we're going to be able to move this one over to the frontline hangar, and that's going to be the F-18 Super Hornet. Little side note, I am running an older version of the Super Hornet mod right now. I've tried to get the newer updated one to run, but it will not. So I'm still looking into that. Once I get that figured out, then I'll be running the newer version of that from there. But for now, this works. There's not much different about the Super Hornet mod and the Legacy Hornet in DCS. I just want to make that perfectly clear because I know somebody's going to jump in and tell me in the comments that, oh, there's a big difference between the Legacy and the Rhino. Yes, I know. I'm talking about the mod in DCS. I just want to clarify that. So, you guys are going to see a couple of things are going to be different as we go along. So for tonight, what we're doing is a cold start off the carrier with the new deck crew that was introduced, and we're going to take a nice little flight out, and we're going to shuttle this baby over to Almanat Air Force Base. It's a couple of miles back that way, so the carrier is steaming ahead. We'll get everything started up, get all our navigation equipment set, etc., and we'll go from there. So I'm going to walk through this, not slowly, but I'm not going to fly through it. So for you guys that want to see how to start the Hornet from a cold start to get you up in the air, check out the startup procedure because that's what's going to happen. And then we'll go from there. So without any further ado, let's get the Rhino up in the air and ready to go. And one more thing about the Super Hornet mod, you do get the Echo, the Frank, and the George or Gulf versions of the Super Hornet. So you get the single-seater, the two-seater, and the Growler, which is awesome. So for tonight, I'm flying the family model. As you can see, I got Bozo back there with the Super Hornet. He doesn't do anything except what a good Wizzo would do, and that's just to keep quiet. So, without any further ado, here we go. And I'm not going to use Viacom for this, so for you guys that don't run it, you can see that you don't need Viacom to make this work. I'm doing everything with the pilot salute on a keybind, and that's all you guys need to get this going, honestly. So, awaiting salute gesture. Alright, so we're going to let them know we're ready to start the engines up. Let's just get our stuff set first before we do that. Let's make sure we're all good where we gotta be here. We'll get the throttle set up. Okay. Set your lights as needed. Just do the left to right sweep, guys. That's all you gotta do. So we'll come back to the two DDIs in a second. Let's get our Hudson models turned up. CD display turned up. Let's get our DDIs into day mode. Let's get our HMD brightness turned up. And we're got that jets running. Let's get that set, that's set. Let's get to go. We'll come back to this in a minute when the jet's going. Alright, we look good. Okay, let's give him the good old salute, and then we'll go from there. Thumbs up from him. Alright, the waiting engine startup. Here we go. APU is coming online. But first, let's get our battery going. If you want to do it by the NATOPS, check your EBAT first. Check your voltage, amperage, whatever you want to call it. And then let's check our UBAT. We're good to go. Okay. APU is coming up. Alright, green light. Here we go. Crank it over. Now you see the awaiting salute. Don't do that yet because that'll make them think you're ready to take off, but you're not.
Flight control. Flight control.
So we didn't do the fire test, so our bleed air door should not be shut, but we're going to cycle that anyway, so go clockwise norm to norm. What that this thing, let's close the canopy so you guys can hear me a little bit better. Okay. Alright, now you guys can hear me a little bit better without listening to all the commotion on the flight deck. So, if what I just said didn't come through clear, is normally when you do your fire test with the Hornet, your bleed air door is going to close, so you have to cycle that in order to reopen it. So that's what I just did there with the bleed air switch to go clockwise normal to normal. Little side note about that. Let's get number 1 going here. Running. Get the APU turned off. If you forget to shut the APU off, it will time out on its own. I believe it's 30 seconds or 45 seconds, and it shuts itself off. But we're not going to forget to do that. Okay. Let's get the master caution reset. Box turned on here. Let's reset that. So let's go to FCS. Now we're going to get a couple of X's. I just got to remember on the cage. FCS page here. Okay, so let's Let's run our FCS bit really quick. FCS is a go, that's a good thing. Let's jump back into here. This going. I'll deal with that in a second. That's good. Oops. Let's get that going here. Let's do that. Figure out what the hell I did wrong. I definitely done something wrong here. I hit a button that I didn't want to hit. Alright, well, we're not going to worry too much about that right now, but that still sucks. Alright, we're not going to worry about that right now, because we really don't need it for what we're doing, so it's okay. Would be nice, but not imperative. Our INS should be online, there we go. Alright, let's get our TAC can information set up here. X-ray, enter. Let's get our TAC can steering going here. Alright, we're 31 miles away. That looks good. Alright, here we go, guys. Give him a salute. He's looking at us. Alright, bring it forward. Brakes off. Here we go. Remember, nice and slow with this kind of stuff. with them. So you gotta follow their directions pretty much to a T instantly. Again, let us off. Watch him. Keep it coming to the right. Nice and easy. Again, let us off. Bring our wings in. Here we go. Nice and slow. Going straight. We're lined up. So pretty much, like I said, just follow what they tell you. They're not going to steer you wrong. Stop. Here we go. Alright, wings are out, locked. All up the seat. Those who are disengaged. Bring our launch bar down. This goes off. Alright, bring it forward. Coming over the shuttle now. And locked in. Here we go. Alright, retract the launch bar. Alright, run it up. Here we go. Alright. Everything looks good. We're free, clear. Alright, here we go, guys. Give the salute. Hands off the controls, looking away, looking at us, looking at him, touching the deck. Here we go. And we're off. Flaps up. Gear coming. Beautiful. There you have it, guys. There's the Super Hornet off of the Super Carrier. Ironic. You guys can see the nose of the Super Hornet looks a little bit different than the Legacy Hornet does. Just by looking out the front windscreen. The other notable differences are the squared off intakes on the Rhino as opposed to the C-shaped ones on the Legacy. And the Rhino's a little bit bigger than the Legacy Hornet is. So those are your notable differences that you have. purpose. Everything is exactly the same for the most part, except as you guys can see, the upward control, the UFC, and our DDIs aren't the green text and font, they're actually white, as well as the aesthetic look. So I'm going to go to an external view really quick. You can see the squared off intakes like I was saying. The nose is a little different. And she looks a little bit larger. And there's Bozo happy fan back there. But that's the Legacy Hornet from DCS for you guys. Let's get a nice little flyby over, shall we? Not too bad. As you guys can tell, it sounds very similar to, if not the same as, the Legacy Hornet module that is available by Evil Dynamics. I know there are a few pretty big changes with the new version that CJ released for the Hornet, of the Super Hornet mod, but like I said, I cannot for the life of me to get it to work right now the right way, so this is what we got for the moment. There's Almanad over there. Let's start configuring ourselves for landing. Anti-skid on. So we're coming off the carrier, so you're landing on ground, you make sure your anti-skid is on if you're landing on a runway. I don't know how much of an effect it has on the modules in DCS, but that's what I've been told and what I've heard, so that's what we're going to do. Alrighty guys, here we go. Let's see if we get this baby girl on the ground. Alright. Power coming back, and boom, we're down. That off for a minute so we don't skid off the runway. We still have rudder authority on the jet, so we're going to keep it with that. Okay. Let's get a little bit of aero braking going here. Slow down a little bit. There's our brakes. Not bad. We can still make the turn off, so I'll take it. Just pop her on down through here. Safety seat, and let's go taxi and park. Alright, parking brake is set. And that's that. Alright, we're all shut down. Back in one piece, I'll take it. You'll see a little quick outside view of the Super Hornet. Not a bad looking jet. Much more of this baby to come. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. And until the next sortie, strap in, arm up the seat, and keep flying.